Niches. That's the key word in the car making world right now. Manufacturers are literally tripping over themselves to invent new types of car that combine the benefits of more than one vehicle. The latest and most bizarre effort surely has to be the new Range Rover Evoque Convertible, which as far as I know is the world's first two-door, drop-top, off-roader. So the big question then, have the people at Land Rover lost their minds completely? In a sense, yes. Who on earth would think it's the right thing to do to build a convertible SUV? It just doesn't make any sense on paper. My initial impressions driving this car is that it doesn't feel natural. I'm in a vehicle with quite a tall driving position. You can feel that it's big, you can feel that it's heavy, but you can also feel the wind flowing over the top of you. It's just not a natural marriage that you expect in a normal vehicle. So what's it like to drive? Well, it feels like a normal Evoque, to be honest with you. I'm having all the creature comforts you'd expect from a Land Rover vehicle. Right now, I've got heated seats switched on, I've got the massaging function switched on. I feel as if I'm in a little bit of an armchair while rolling along, but with the top down, it makes an interesting change. The only discernible difference for me is the fact that it feels a little bit heavier than the standard car, and that's because they've had to re-engineer some of the stiffness that would have been lost as a result of losing the roof. So the car feels a little bit slower, a little bit more sluggish, but it's still a lot of fun to drive. Engine-wise, it uses either a 2-litre diesel or a 2-litre petrol. Stay away from the petrol, as it returns just 33 miles per gallon. The diesel returns just shy of 50, while managing a tolerable 180 horsepower, which is good for 0 to 60 in around 10 seconds.
It's not a performance vehicle, so if you want a fast, enjoyable car in that sense, pick something else. But rest assured, if you want to throw this thing into a corner, it's not going to completely become unstuck. It knows exactly what it's supposed to do, and you'll feel comfortable and confident throwing it around.
One potential cloud over the Evoque's head is practicality. That roof folds up or down in under 20 seconds, and you can do it while driving at up to 30 miles an hour, but it does limit space. The boot has shrunk from 451 litres on the standard car to just 251 litres, less than you get in a Ford Fiesta. Cabin space is limited too, with just 2 rear seats and not much legroom for taller passengers. One saving grace, if you're filthy rich, is the fact that it can accommodate a set of skis through a dedicated hatch. But the bottom line is this: like any convertible, this Evoque's practicality is less than ideal.
Big question then, does the Range Rover Evoque Convertible handle like a traditional Range Rover off-road? Yes is a short answer. We're out here in France, in the Alps, on the snow, and it's behaving exactly like you'd expect a Range Rover should. The Evoque wasn't designed to be a convertible when they built this thing initially. It was designed to have a roof. So we've got a lot less torsional stiffness here. But what they've done is they've re-engineered that stiffness by incorporating a crossbar underneath the car, stiffer A-pillars, and in the door sills, they've made that stiffer too. So when you're driving on the slippery stuff, you feel as if you're in a proper Range Rover.
And like in proper Range Rovers, you get a fancy terrain response system, which now includes a mode that drives the car forward automatically at up to 20 miles an hour, allowing you to concentrate on steering and maneuvering around tricky terrain. You just point the thing and it takes you where you want to go. Plus, it will maximize traction depending on the type of surface you're on.
So the car's intelligent. It knows exactly what wheel to apply the traction to at any given moment. And even though it's slippery as hell right here, so many ruts, not much grip at all, it knows exactly what to do to get you through. So we're on a very steep hill right now. Unlikely that most cars will get up this. I'm keeping my foot nailed to the floor, relying on the car, relying on my very poor judgment, and somehow it's coming off. You wouldn't expect to make that in a normal vehicle, but it just gets the job done. It's an impressive feat of engineering on one hand. It's also a very cool experience on the other. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself out here. Land Rover has built this car as a car for all seasons. They want you to be able to drive it in the summertime, in the spring, in the autumn, in the winter. And as you can see, I'm driving it in a place where many people just wouldn't dare to do it. I'm in deep, deep snow right now, and the car's delivering on its promise. What's most impressive about this car isn't the fact that it can go off-road. It's the fact that you can go off-road with the top down, show off, feel good, enjoy yourself, and just have fun with it. There aren't many cars that can do this. In fact, I can't think of a single car that will allow you to have this experience and feel this way. So if you're looking for a vehicle that just allows you to have this experience, you haven't got much choice really. It's all about the Range Rover Evoque Convertible right now. This thing's immense.
So yes, this is a crazy car. Yes, it makes no sense. It shouldn't really exist, and there shouldn't really be a market for it. And yet here we are, enjoying the hell out of it. If you want something different, something to help you stand out from the crowd, something fun and left field, get a load of this.
So we're on a massive steep hill, very challenging. Let's see if we can make it to the top without the car bogging down. I don't know if I'm carrying enough speed, but I'm keeping my foot nailed to the floor right now, hoping for the best, trying to pick the right lines, relying on the car's intelligent systems. Oh, it was flat, it was flat.